Let's begin.
I am the one and only MSJ, or you can call me Max for short. Today is day 2 of the 31 Days of Fright horror movie project, year 8, and today's movie is Hellraiser Inferno, the 5th installment in the Hellraiser franchise. Before I go any further, if you would like to, please click subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified for any future videos by me, especially during this month, because I have a really good list this year. So I cannot wait to see what this month has in store, because the Hellraiser movies will be the first time viewings for 5 through 10. Because from what I've read is that the 5 through 10 is where the Hellraiser movies start to kind of dip in quality, and just the special effects aren't as good, and even the last couple don't even have the Doug Bradley playing as Pinhead. So I'm kind of curious to see how those movies are. So I'm just cannot wait to get those throughout the month of October. But I have done the previous 4 on another year or previous years on the 2 Ton Nerds channel. But if this was not bad. I really enjoyed the previous 4 a lot. You know, the first 2 are just horror classics. 3 was pretty decent. I really enjoyed 4. But this one, you could definitely tell that this was not made to be a Hellraiser movie, which it wasn't. But I still enjoyed it, because the plot follows this dirty cop trying to solve this mystery. At the same time, he kind of stumbles upon the puzzle box and lets loose the Cenobites. The main one is Chatterbox or Chattermouth or something like that. He shows up quite frequently, kind of pestering him and haunting him through various ways throughout the movie. And I really liked it. I thought it was kind of nice to just kind of have a couple just Cenobites. The twin Cenobites are just creepy. I really liked them when they first introduced. They are just really creepy, and I love the look of them. But the plot of this movie isn't really all that important. It's just mainly this guy who is being pestered by the Cenobites, and he's trying to solve a murder mystery, because at these various kills around town, a finger is left, and it's a finger of a little girl, and he's trying to reach her before, you know, the last finger is severed from her body and she is ultimately killed. So I would have liked to seen that movie just like that, but they kind of meshed the Hellraiser vibe into it, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, there was a couple of special effects that was like kind of like there was a moment in the end where Pinhead gets morphed. A person in the movie gets morphed into Pinhead, and it was kind of rough. You know, I mean, it's 2000. I think it's, yeah. So around the early 2000s special effects. So it was kind of rough. So. But there was some special CGI that was actually pretty decent, because it was kind of masked by the darkness. It made it look a little bit more realistic. So at least you got that. And there was some practical effects in the movie, and I really liked that as well. Especially when it came to the twin Cenobites, they're like the way they interact with our dirty cop hero, it's very interesting. Let's just put it that way. So my initial thoughts, like I said, are pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I could definitely see the quality kind of start to dip just a little. Just the scare factor alone, I thought it was actually pretty decently scary. I mean, in terms of like what's being shown, I mean, there was some kind of, if you're not into horror, or that would be would be some kind of jarring moments in here. So like I already mentioned, the special effects pretty decent, some moments kind of iffy. The acting, the acting in this was actually pretty good. I didn't find any moments in the movie except for one, which was no fault of her own, was the wife of the dirty cop. She was kind of iffy in some scenes, you know, her acting, like probably a couple more takes would have been fine, but it didn't really take me out of the movie too much, but I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what the rest of the movies are like after this one, because this one is definitely the weakest ones I've seen so far. Even though I enjoyed it. So, my rating scale is 1, just your average horror movie. 2, best watch with the group. 3, helps move the horror genre forward. 4, helps move the horror genre forward. And 5, being a horror classic. Now, I will give this one just a run-of-the-mill horror rating. It's a 1. It has decent gore, decent acting. Definitely the best acting in this movie is Doug Bradley when he finally shows up as Pinhead. So, and just overall, I cannot wait to see what the rest of the movies have in store for me, especially how much negativity the rest of the sequels get. So, that's all I have to say on Hellraiser Inferno. Now, one last thing. Throughout this month, I have a kind of a spontaneity kind of thing. I want to give myself a little bit of randomness. I did this last year where I picked a movie out of my Clerk's lunch pail. I have about 25 movies in here, and I will pick one at random and watch it and review it. All of them are going to be first time viewings. They all come off those little compilation DVDs you would see at Walmart and wherever, like 20 horror movies, and you get them like for $5. They're all in here, but I also kind of wanted to revisit a couple, so I kind of gave myself a little bit of a maybe possible chance to kind of revisit some old horror movies I've done on previous years. So tomorrow I will pick a movie at random and watch and review it. So please tune back in tomorrow to see what I pick and watch. Hopefully it's good. Probably not, but I cannot wait to do it. So please like and subscribe, share. I really like doing these, and I hope you like this content as well. Once again, I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and goodbye.